Good evening, Rustlers fans, and welcome to Wainwright. We've got game number 2 for your Wainwright Rustlers in this 2023-24 hockey season. Tonight, they are hosting the Hillmond Hitmen as the Rustlers look to go 2-0 on home ice to kick off the brand new season. Both teams have just made their way onto the ice, along with today's honorary captain for the Wainwright Rustlers. But before we get any deeper into tonight's hockey action, we'll turn it over to our PA announcer for the singing of O Canada before we get things started here tonight.
Welcome all students to Student Night, and welcome everyone to Saskatchewan Senior Hockey between the Wainwright Rustlers and the Hillmond Hitmen. Your starting goalies for Hillmond, number 31, Chris Longway. For your Rustlers, number 49, Nolan Goodwin. Tonight, the Rustlers would like to welcome their honorary captain, Eris Frizzell. Eris plays for Wainwright U7. The Edmonton Oilers is his favorite hockey team, and Connor McDavid is Eris' favorite player. His ideal pregame meal is eggs and toast, and in his free time, Eris likes to play Wainwright. Welcome, honorary captain, Eris Frizzell. And at this time, we ask everyone to rise and take a to remove your hats for the playing of O Canada.
And we are ready to go. Special thanks to Eris Frizzell from the Wainwright U7 hockey team for being tonight's honorary captain here on Student Night in Wainwright, as we have plenty of students filling seats in the crowd here tonight as the Wainwright Rustlers connect with the youngsters in their community. And as Eris makes his way off the ice, we'll get ready here for puck drop. Your goaltenders tonight for Wainwright, Nolan Goodwin drawing his first start of the season as Thomas Eisman drew the start last weekend and got his first win of the year. And on the other end, it's Chris Slonwhite, I believe. I'll have to confirm that. Starting for the Hillmond Hitmen, and Hillmond wins the opening draw here to get things started. They work it in behind the Rustlers' net. And now Wainwright quickly turning it the other way. It's Brent Soretsky right through the center ice. Crosses the blue line and throws the puck towards the goal, but it goes wide. Shirley's there to pick it up and swing it in behind the goal. Soretsky picks it up in the corner and gets it to Hamilton at the half wall, and his shot loved out of the air and held onto for a faceoff as the Rustlers get the first shot of the night here against the Hillmond Hitmen. Hillmond a little later than much of the league getting their season started. They just opened their regular season last night. Just up the way in Kit Scotty against the Monarchs, beat them 5-0 on their home ice. Hillmond now playing their second straight road game to start the season here in Wainwright. The Rustlers win the draw, and Pfister fires a shot from the top of the circle that's held on to easily. We'll get another face-off in the exact same spot. Rustlers win the draw again. Pfister steps into the high slot, fires a shot. That one's knocked down. He got it right back and wrung it off the bar. And Hillmond comes away with the rebound, quickly comes the other way. They work it in behind the net where Goodwin comes out, plays it up the boards. Lishka tries to chase it down, but Hillmond got there first, and they keep it in deep. From the point now, Lear fires a shot that went through a mess of legs, but just wide of the net. Now the Rustlers get a hold of it. It's Connor James. And he slows things down and now turns it up ice. He dances around a forechecker, around a second forechecker as well, a third, and now slips around a defenseman, works it deep into the corner all on his own. Now saucer pass up to the point, and Josh Berg's there to fire a shot, but it gets blocked before it can make its way to the net. And now Hillmond the other way with numbers. It's a 3-on-2. That shot was blocked by Connor James. And now battle for it behind the net. Berg is in there, taking a couple whacks at it. The Rustlers eventually come away with it. It's Cale Perkins sending it up ice, so that stretch pass doesn't connect. Hillmond with a little dump and chase. Perkins is there to pick it up. His cross-ice pass is deflected away. Now Berg with it. He slows things down behind his own net. Looking for a lane, and his pass to Woodward was just out of his reach. So Hillmond dumps it in once again. Perkins in the far corner tries to reverse course, and it nearly got picked off, but the Rustlers managed to come away with it. Not for long, though, as Hillmond forces a turnover in the corner, but can't do much with it, and the Rustlers send it all the way down the ice. That's going to be an icing call. They got a few tired bodies out there, but they're going to have to stay on the ice, try and win this faceoff and give themselves a little space. Hillmond picks up a loose puck along the boards. But Perkins then finds it in his skates and clears the zone. Clears it all the way down the ice. No icing call there as it went right through a pair of Hillmond skates. And the Rustlers is able to get a full line change. Hitmen struggling to get out of their own zone now, and the Rustlers force a turnover. It's Brett Leggett chasing it down at the half wall. Tries to work to the point, but Norman couldn't get there in time, and now Goslin has to chase it down. He gets there first in his own territory, and with speed, turns up ice, tries to fire a stretch pass to Levi Woodward, but it doesn't connect. No icing on the play. And now puck into the crowd, and it caught one of tonight's students, it looks like, in the side of the head, but he's a little banged up, but we'll see how he's doing over here. Got to keep your head on a swivel when you're watching senior hockey. Those pucks come flying over the glass in a hurry. But he looks like he's no worse for the wear. He's got a souvenir. And now back to business. Soretsky's in for the draw. He wins it here. Shirley taps it back to James at the point. James with a nice stutter step to work around the pressure. Circles around the back of the net. Tries a centering pass, but it goes right through Hamilton's skates. Couldn't find a stick. And now Fletcher from the point. He fans on the pass. And Hillmond has a chance to come away with it. They work it out of the zone slowly. They're outnumbered, though, and the Rustlers make a good defensive stop in their own end. Trying to get it out of the zone now, and they do. It's Soretsky down the left wing. He's got Hamilton on his right. Shirley's over there as well. Nice saucer pass over to Hamilton, and they score. It's 1-0 for the Rustlers here, just under 4 minutes into the first period. Great hustle by the Rustlers in transition. They had an odd man rush going up ice and took advantage of the opportunity and Gave themselves an early lead here in this second game of the season.
Rustlers, first goal, score number 17, Kelvin Hamilton. Set number 25, Frank Schletzky. Number 71, Mike Sherman. Time high goal, 15:05. Hamilton, Schletzky, and Sherman.
Now from center ice, Hillmond plays it in around the boards. Comes all the way around to the far side, or to the near side, sorry, and Pfister picks it up. Gets it across center ice and dumps it in. Rustlers with some fresh bodies out there now, try and go back to work and extend this lead, but Hillmond comes the other way quickly. Sagert put a shot on goal, but that was deflected away. No problem, but we got a penalty coming. It's going to go against Hillmond, it seems. It's going to be a hooking penalty, and it's going to go against Wainwright. It was the whistle blew as Hillmond had possession of the puck. But it's going to be a Wainwright penalty. The captain, Spencer Goslin, going 2 minutes for hooking. And the Rustlers penalty kill will get its first work of the night. Four-man unit out there for the Rustlers. Brandon Muse, Cody Woodward, Connor James, and Carson Fletcher. And now Hillmond comes the other way. They carry it across the blue line. Nice move to step around Woodward. And Hitmen just work it in deep. James trying to chip it out of the zone. Can't quite get it all the way there. And now in deep. Murray's got it for Hillmond. He works it up to the point. It's Hardy with it. He fires a shot that's blocked in front by Fletcher. And Muse is able to clear the zone. Not all the way down the ice, though. And the Rustlers try to get a quick line change in. Lucky for them, Hillmond was doing the same thing. They weren't outnumbered too heavily. And then Josh Berg does a great job bringing it around the glass and all the way down the ice. As we're in the second half of this penalty kill now. 50 seconds to go in the Goslin penalty. Zweifel was trying to work it through the center of the ice all alone, but the Rustlers put a stop to that. Now they force a turnover in Hillmond territory. Hamilton tries to work it in deep. Can't get it too deep, but forces Hillmond to circle back anyway and take some more time off this penalty kill, which is down to 22 seconds now. The Hitman can't connect on that stretch pass. Berg picks it up in his own end, flips it up in the air, and it gets just past center ice. Soretsky's there to pick it up, send it all the way down the ice. And that'll all but do it for the first penalty kill of the night for the Rustlers. Not allowing any scoring chances to the Hitmen here in this first period. And we're back to even strength now. 7 minutes gone in the first period. It's Connor James across the blue line. He drops it there. Nice little pass. Watson can't get the shot off, though, and now Pfister from the point. He was looking for a redirect in front and got one, but it was redirected wide of the net. The Hitmen still can't get it out of the zone. They circle back in their own end in the near corner. Trying to work it up the boards, but there are plenty of orange jerseys there in the way, and the Rustlers able to keep them in the zone. Now Fletcher picks it up against the far wall and fires a wrist shot on net. But that one's held on to by Sloan White. We get a face-off upcoming as we got 12:23 remaining in this first period. The Rustlers hold on to a 1-0 lead early in this one. Now battle in the corner here off the face-off, and nobody can come away with it just yet. Woodward's there along the half wall trying to chip it up the boards. The Hitmen get it in behind their own net. They swing it all the way around their zone. Can't connect on the stretch pass, and the Rustlers have a chance to come the other way. It's Connor James with it now. His centering pass is deflected, but he sticks with it. did eventually get it to Brandon Muse, but that got knocked off his stick, and the Hitmen come the other way, and that puck is deflected up into the netting and over the glass. Leggett wins the draw for the Rustlers, and Goslin's there to quickly move it up ice. But Hillmond able to work it in behind the Rustler goal. Goslin picks it up there, and now Norman carrying it up the left wing. He'll dump it in. And on the far side is Levi Woodward there to pick it up, but Rustler's not able to do much with it. Now Norman hustles back into his own territory. Flips it forward to Woodward, and Goslin picks it up along the wall. Goslin now carries it through the neutral zone, across the blue line, fires a hard shot. That low wrister was scooped up just over Swan White's pad, and he holds on for the faceoff. Just under 11 minutes to go in this opening frame. Hillmond won the draw, but Soretsky got to it first, and a great chance for Hamilton in front, looking for his second of the night. But a good save made, and Hillmond's able to clear the zone. Now Shirley, from right in front of the penalty box, gets muscled off the puck. And the Hitmen work it in deep. Layton swings it around for Berg, and Berg's pass nearly intercepted, but Hamilton, with a good physical presence, able to put a stop to that. Now the other way, it's Shirley to Soretsky, and he scores! Brent Soretsky makes it 2-0 with his second point of the night. And this line keeps on rolling. They get their second of the night, and the Rustlers add to their lead here with just over 10 minutes to go in the first period. Now the Hitmen work it in deep. Goodwin's there to put a stop to that and leave it for his defenseman, Connor James. He gets it to Shirley on the right wing, and his hard shot from just inside the blue line is gloved out of the air. And we'll get another face-off here, just to Swan White's left-hand side. Watson wins the draw, and it's Connor James on the left side. He slowly works his way in deep, fires a shot that goes just wide of the net. Now Fletcher from the point. His shot was deflected, and a chance in front for Pfister, but he didn't have a good angle. Decides to work it in behind the net. He's got Lishka with him. Back to Pfister. He steps out from the side of the goal, but a good poke check there puts a stop to that chance. The Rustlers applying tons of pressure here, though, as Pfister gets the puck back once again. His shot goes wide, but Watson's able to get to it first right in front of the Zamboni door. Now Lishka with a chance. And now Pfister with a chance, and he puts it off the bar and in. It's 3-0 for the Rustlers, as they're applying the pressure early to this Hillmond Hitmen team. Now a muddled face-off here. The Hitmen come away with it, firing a hard shot from just inside the blue line, and with no traffic in front, Goodwin holds on to that one easily. He hasn't seen a whole lot of action tonight. That's just the third shot on goal for the Hitmen in this one. Ooh, Rustlers win the draw, but Hillmond got to it first and put a sharp angle shot on goal that looked like it went through the wickets on Goodwin, but scooted through the blue paint and no harm, no foul. Now from the side of the net, Hillmond taking a couple whacks at it, but Goodwin stands his ground and holds on for a face-off here to his left-hand side. Muse comes in and wins the draw for Wainwright. Perkins along the far wall fires it across the ice to Cody Woodward, but he can't handle that rolling puck. And now Hillmond somehow able to stay onside, but the Rustlers get the puck back and send it deep as Berg, as he loves to do, makes the play with the puck and then makes the physical play. Absolutely dumping number 19, Saggart, for the Hillmond Hitmen. Now Hillmond wins the draw from in behind their own net. They try to clear the zone, working it up the near wall. The Rustlers get it back, working it to the point. It's Berg from the point. This shot was knocked down before it could get to the net. And now we're going to have looks like a Rustlers penalty here as Wainwright was knocked down in his own crease. And it's going to be an interference, a goaltender interference penalty against Levi Woodward. So he'll go to the box for 2. And with 8:18 remaining in the first period, the Rustlers penalty kill unit will have their second assignment of the night. This time it's Soretsky, Goslin, Hamilton, and Berg out there, killing off this penalty. Plenty of firepower out there on the penalty kill this time around. Hillmond not able to connect on a pass through the neutral zone, and now they got to back up into their own end and try this once again. It's Petrie with the puck on his stick. He carries it across the blue line, works it into the far corner, chips it back to the half wall to Ryland Mouse, who played a lot of hockey here in Wainwright with the Junior B Bisons. But now Soretsky in this penalty kill with firepower turns up ice. It's Soretsky with Hamilton. He gets the sauce pass over. Hamilton couldn't get that backhand up and over the glove of Wainwright, and he holds on for the faceoff. Good opportunity there, shorthanded for the Rustlers. There's 1:10 remaining on this power play for the Hitmen as they slowly work out of their own end. Carried across the blue line. Bush swings it all the way behind the net, turns around and fires it, bringing it around the boards to Stansfield. He just sends it in deep. Rustlers able to chip that one away, and they come up ice. It's Connor James right through center ice. He's got Watson with him. He slams on the brakes and fires a shot himself, but went off the shaft of the stick of Drew Hardy. Didn't make its way to the net. And now Hillmond the other way. Nice chance at the side of the goal. But Stansfield couldn't get that backhand over the blocker of Nolan Goodwin. Now they're going to try again on the power play. They carried in and fired a shot from the top of the circle, but the save was made easily and kicked wide. And now that shot from Logan Simon was a country mile wide of the net. The Rustlers are able to pick it up and clear the zone. And that'll do it for the Levi Woodward goalie interference penalty. And just as he returns the ice, the Rustlers get caught offside. And we get a face-off here, but we're back to full strength with 6:13 remaining in this opening period. The Hitmen win the draw here. They go back and forth, D to D in their own end. Before turning it up, they try a little dump and chase, but that puck doesn't get deep enough, and the Rustlers D pair picks it up and goes back and forth quickly before they clear the zone, and now Pfister slides it forward to Wyatt Watson. Watson carries it around the back of the net. He had Norman on the point, but that pass is just out of his reach, so he had to wait for it to come off the boards. And his shot steered wide by the paddle of the goaltender. Now, great job there by Watson to knock down the clearing attempt, and Pfister with a shot just inside the blue line got knocked down before it reached the crease as well. McEwen looking for a stretch pass. This Weefel. That one doesn't connect, and the Hillmond Hitmen take an icing call. Face-off come all the way down in Hitmen territory. Saretsky in for the draw now for Wainwright. And he comes away with it himself, working it up to the point to Fletcher and across to Connor James. James waits, finally fires, but that shot was wide of the net. Took a weird hop off the boards up into the air and ends up landing on a Wainwright stick. James gets it back once again. Works it to Shirley. Trying to find James on the little give and go. And now a shot from Saretsky, and he scores his second of the night as there was a mess of bodies in front of the net. But that top blocker corner was wide open, and Saretsky did not miss. He makes it 4-0 Wainwright, just under 5 minutes remaining in this first period.
Rustler goal, his second of the game, score number 25, Brent Saretsky, 71. Mike Shirley, 17. Calvin Hamilton, having a goal, 4:52. Saretsky from Shirley Hamilton at 4:52.
Now Berg from his own end, looking to clear the zone. The Rustlers from front of their own bench. Leighton picks it up and chips it down the ice. Elmont eventually comes away with it, banging off the boards and out to center ice. Now in behind the net, it's Moggs and Berg battling for it. The Hitmen come away with it, and they score. What a shot by Drew Hardy, as he was just standing at the top of the slot unmarked. Pass came right to him, right on the tape, and he went bar down. Made no mistake there, and he gets the Hitmen on the board. It's 4-1 with 3:55 left in the first period. Hitmen win the following draw.
Number 22, Drew Hardy.
The Rustlers able to get it back, and now Goslin from his own territory. Quickly works it up to Levi Woodward. He feeds it to Leggett. Back to Woodward. Back to Leggett. And his sharp angle shot was knocked down. Norman couldn't keep it in the zone. So Goslin has to back up and try the breakout once again. Woodward trying to carry it across the blue line. Got bodied and lost control of the puck. And now the Hitmen come the other way. And a chance right in front, and they score. And just like that, the Hitmen have all kinds of life. I believe that's Segert. It is Braden Segert who cashed in from the top of the crease. A nice centering pass made there by Jesse Stansfield. And all of a sudden, it's a hockey game. 4-2 as the Hitmen cash in back-to-back goals in a very short amount of time.
Hillmond's second goal, scored number 19, Brandon Sager, assist number 26, Jesse Stanfield. Have that goal, 3-16.
Now from the corner, McEwen looking for a centering pass and had one there until Watson got himself in the passing lane and make a good defensive play. Connor James now carrying it up ice. He slides it over to Watson, but that lateral pass was a little too slow, and James put himself offside. We'll get a face-off here just in front of us here, in front of the Hitmen penalty box, which hasn't been used yet today. No Rustlers power play so far. Watson wins the draw. Rustlers give it away at center ice, but they get it right back just inside the blue line. It's Watson with another good play in his own end. Now he carries it across the blue line, feeds it to Lishka, but the pass is just a touch behind him, and he wasn't able to kick it up to his stick. The Hitman cleared the zone, but Fletcher's there to pick it up. Quickly comes the other way. It's Pfister just inside the blue line, steps around Murray, but can't step around the second Hitman player, and Hillmond comes away with it. Now at center ice, Soretsky picks up a loose puck, slides it ahead to Pfister, gives it back to Soretsky, who had lots of speed coming down the right wing, cuts to the front of the net, but isn't able to jam it home on the glove side there as Sloan White holds on for the faceoff as we got 2:02 remaining in the first period. Another good chance for Soretsky, who's looking for his third of the night. Hillmond's able to clear the zone, but the Rustlers get it right back. Now Soretsky chips it forward for Hamilton. He tries to chase it down. Couldn't get there, but Soretsky picks off the clearing attempt, and great scoring chance there. But an even better glove save made by Sloan White. And Soretsky had Mike Shirley standing wide open on the blocker side, ready for that backdoor one-timer. And after he pulled the trigger on the shot, he saw Shirley and gave him the old, oh, I'm sorry. We'll find him there next time, that's for sure. Soretsky wins the draw. Leighton with a hard shot that caught Sager in a soft spot after he had just lost the faceoff. Hillmond's able to pick up the loose puck and send it all the way down the ice. That's going to be an icing call as Josh Berg does a great job of hustling back to be the first man there. And we'll get a face-off down in Hillmond territory. Now Hillmond off the face-off wing, tries stretch pass, but that doesn't connect, and the Rustlers come away with it. Berg with what looked like a dump attempt, looked like it caught Dorian Lear. Maybe just caught his jersey a little bit or something, took a little something off it, made it look like a knuckle puck. But Sloan White stood his ground and held on. Hitmen win this face-off. No stretch pass available, so they carry it through the neutral zone, chip it into the corner. McEwen down there. Sorry, the Stansfield in the corner trying to find his teammate Sagard out front, but the Rustlers are able to deflect that away from harm's way, and now Perkins dumps it in deep. He's going to chase it himself, the big body, looking to apply some physical pressure. And able to force a turnover as Connor James comes away with it. And now Perkins from the point. He fires a hard shot. The blocker save was made by Sloan White. Ended up coming back and hitting his defenseman Simon right in the face. He's going to make his way to the bench. Now Watson picks it up in the neutral zone. He's got Pfister with him, and Watson was just harassed there by a couple of defenders. He's able to chip the puck in deep. And Pfister finds it there. Now he's pinned against the wall. He works it into the corner. We got 12 seconds to go as Connor James comes in and fires, but that shot is blocked. Pfister from the corner once again with 8 seconds to go. James has it now. He tries to step to the middle of the ice. No passing lane there at all. And Hillmond sends it all the way down off the glass, and that's going to do it. For the opening period of this one, it's a 4-2 lead for your Wainwright Rustlers over the Hillmond Hitmen as the Rustlers look to go 2-0 on the season. Off to a good start here with a 2-goal lead after 20 minutes of play. We're going to take a break for the intermission. We'll be back with you for the start of the second period in about 20 minutes. Don't go far. Welcome back, folks, to the start of the second period. I just realized I failed to give introductions at the start of the game. I'm Zach McLaughlin, bringing you all the play-by-play action here tonight in Wainwright. And to my left is father of four, all-around great guy, his EASHL club's leading scorer, and Rustlers forward number 61, Tyler Razor Ray, running the camera for me tonight. His help is much appreciated. We've got Ariel Hobrick running the music tonight. Just a great team effort here. Bring you all the action on a Saturday night in Wainwright. It's a 4-2 Rustlers lead after 20 minutes of play. Rustlers looked great offensively with plenty of scoring chances. And then the Hitmen scored a pair of goals in just a blink of an eye to keep things close later in the first period. And now 30 seconds into this middle frame, the Rustlers looking to exit their own zone. It's Soretsky setting it up to Shirley right in front of the penalty boxes. He'll play it back to Soretsky off the wall. And he's chasing into the corner. Soretsky trying to chip it out front to Hamilton, but it comes right back to Soretsky, and his sharp angle shot is deflected wide of the net. Fletcher's able to keep it in the zone and work it down low. Hamilton on the forecheck, but can't force the turnover. And Hillmond's able to clear the zone out to neutral ice. Fletcher's there to pick it up and bang it off the glass. And in deep, Pfister on the chase. It got to the puck first on the forecheck, but his centering pass didn't find any Rustlers stick, and the Hitmen have a chance to clear the zone and relieve some pressure. Now the Rustlers chip it in deep. Lishka in on the forecheck. Pfister's there as well as the Rustlers get a hold of that puck. And now a shot from the point, kicked away by Slonwhite, and the Hitmen able to carry the puck through the neutral zone. Rylan Mouse works it into the corner, but James is there to send it the other way. Can't get it out of the zone, though, as Lear was able to work it down low, and the puck ends up in the blue paint. Goodwin covers it up for the faceoff to avoid any trouble. And just about 2 minutes into this first period, it's still a 4-2 hockey game. Rustlers win the draw there, and Brandon Muse did it with some attitude as he got physical after the win there. Rustlers turn it up ice, but Perkins passes it right to Hitman defenseman Lear, who slides it back to his partner Politeski. Hillmond having trouble exiting their zone as Noble has to swoop back 2 or 3 times now. Finally, they do get it across the blue line, work it through center ice. They dump it into the far corner. Berg's there to slam it up the boards. And Woodward trying to chase it down. He's got Leggett with him. Leggett going to the front of the net. The centering pass came to him, but he couldn't get enough on it to put a good scoring chance on net. Hitman clear the zone, but Layton's there just outside the blue line to make sure that puck didn't get too deep. Now the Rustler is able to keep it in the zone for the meantime. They force another turnover here. Leggett from the blue line got it to Woodward, and his shot was blocked before he was upended just to the side of the net. The Hitmen tried to carry it up the left wing, but Leggett put a stop to that quickly. Steve Hardy in on the forecheck, forces Rustlers to go D to D, and their stretch pass doesn't connect, and then Hitmen put it up and over the glass into the netting. We'll get a face-off down here in front of the Rustlers penalty box. 3.5 minutes gone in the second period now. Rustlers holding on to a 2-goal lead here as both these teams look to keep their perfect season alive as they're both 1-0 right now. As we mentioned earlier, the Hitmen went to Kitscotty last night and won 5-0 there. And the Rustlers, of course, last weekend, for those of you who tuned in, Saw the Rustlers beat the Elk Point Elks to open their season with a win. Now Stansfield chips it deep in behind Goodwin's net. Goodwin comes out to play it around to Gosling in the corner. Now Soretsky slides it forward to Hamilton, who crosses the blue line, cuts to the middle of the ice, tries to feed Shirley, but that pass was picked off calmly. But Murray for the Hitmen couldn't move the puck up ice quick enough. The Rustlers got a hold of it and got a scoring chance out of it. But Wyatt's shot goes off the shoulder of Sloan-White and up into the netting. Now the officials are talking about what happened on that play and where to drop the puck for the faceoff, and they come to the correct conclusion that it was off the goaltender. The Rustlers will get an offensive zone faceoff. Watson comes in and wins the draw. Keeps possession himself. He works around to James on the far side, and his shot is deflected into the corner. Lishka's there to pick it up, but he gets muscled off the puck. The Hitmen, with one chance to clear it, was stopped by Watson. Their second chance is successful. And now James, from his own blue line, his pass gets deflected as well. Eventually gets it back, slides it over to Pfister. Slams on the brakes at the half wall, looks to find Fletcher on the far side and tried to set him up for a good scoring chance, but the pass was just behind him. He had to slow things up, and that gave the Hitmen a chance to get a hold of this puck. But they're not able to do much with it as Pfister picks off a pass in the neutral zone, steps around one defender, tries to shoot through the second. That shot was blocked, and now James from the point steps to the middle of the ice, slides it over to Fletcher, and his one-timer was a rocket, but it missed the net. Now from the neutral zone. Connor James got pinched along the boards, and Noble picks it up for the Hitmen. His sharp angle shot goes wide of the net. The Hitmen not able to keep it in the zone. Perkins with a stretch pass and nearly got Brandon Muse in stride, but it was just a touch behind him. Ended up going through his skates, and the Rustlers take an icing call. Just about 6 minutes gone in this second period, and the officials decided that was an incorrect icing call, so we're going to face off at center ice here. Hitmen win the draw and dump it in right on goal. Goodwin kicks it away right to his defenseman. And now they come the other way. Cale Perkins down the right wing. Passes just out of his reach, but he gets there first. His centering pass was just barely out of the reach of Brandon Muse. So the Hitmen come the other way. Noble with a shot from in front of the Zamboni door. But Goodwin kicks that one away. And now the Rustlers chance to turn it up ice, but they can't connect on the breakout pass. Berg chases it down in his own end. Leaves it there for Layton. Layton turns it over, and another chance there for the Hitmen from the perimeter. But Goodwin, of course, stands tall on the easy shot with no traffic in front. Layton's pass hits a skate, and Bush able to work it into the zone for the Hitmen. But the Rustlers got a hold of it quickly. Not able to clear the zone, though, and the Hitmen, not with many great scoring chances, but starting to apply some pressure here as we approach the halfway mark of the second period. They've got it at the point now, and a long shot from just inside the blue line is steered wide by Goodwin. Perkins able to clear the zone. And now the captain from his own end. It's Goslin with a stretch pass looking for Soretsky, and it was a little too hard to handle. The Hitmen dump it in, no icing on the play. And now Shirley from the half wall. His cross-ice pass to Hamilton connects. He's got Soretsky flying towards the net, but Hamilton couldn't get the pass through, and now it's pinned in the corner. He works it out and finds Shirley down below the goal line, but his centering pass to Soretsky couldn't connect, and what a play by Soretsky, applying the pressure and forcing the turnover in the offensive zone, giving the Rustlers a chance to maintain possession and look for a scoring chance here. Soretsky now picks it up. His centering pass to Hamilton gets sent over to Goslin, and Goslin's wrist shot was caught out of the air by Slonwhite, and he holds on for a face-off. Good sequence for the Rustlers as they apply lots of pressure and look to extend their lead, but it remains 4-2. 11:33 remaining in this second period. Now the Rustlers win the draw, and Connor James skates it all the way across the blue line. Now from the corner, he works his way back up towards the point and now sends the puck in deep. Watson's there to try and pick it up. He's got Lishka with him. Lishka gets it there in the far corner, up to the point to James, and his shot was knocked down by Watson right in front of the net. He tried to pull the trigger going up top on the blocker side, but couldn't get it high enough, and the Rustlers now regroup at center ice. Watson from the corner now. His centering pass trying to find James, but he had to kick it up to his stick and couldn't get possession in time to pull the trigger. And Fletcher's shot from the point was saved easily. Now the Hitmen pick it up in the neutral zone. Bush had to wait for his teammate to get on side, and with good patience, he got himself a good scoring opportunity. But Goodwin shuts the door on the 5-hole. Now Stansfield can't handle that stretch pass, and the Rustlers chip it into the neutral zone. Battle for it in front of the penalty boxes. All kinds of bodies in there, and we get a hand pass called now, so we'll get a stoppage in play. Hitmen win the draw here. Bush looking for an outlet, but plenty of pressure there by Muse, and he forces a turnover. Great chance there for Cody Woodward, and now a chance for Cale Perkins. And his heavy shot missed the net, carried off the boards and all the way down into Rustler territory. Berg being pressured, and the Hitmen able to force a turnover there. They're not able to do much with it, and they got to regroup at center ice. They end up just dumping it in behind the net. Goodwin's there to stop that and swing it around the boards. Woodward and Murray in a battle for it there. They kick it forward, and now we've got a pair of Rustlers and a pair of Hitmen in the corner. Puck's not moving. The officials are yelling at them to move it, move it. They eventually do, and it comes up to the point. Now a bit of a soft shot out in front. And the rebound ended up on a Hillmond stick. They had a chance there, but a good pad save made by Goodwin. Wainwright eventually able to flip it way up in the air and down the ice. Relieving some pressure and going for a quick line change. Goslin's stretch pass to Dorland was a little out of his reach, and all he could do was deflect it down the ice. And now from the neutral zone, the captain flips it in deep once again. We got a little bit of back and forth going on here, but eventually results in a Rustlers icing call as Nick Norman played it off the boards and all the way down the ice. We got 8:13 to go in this second period. The Rustlers still leading 4-2 as we haven't found a goal on either side here in the second period. Rustlers win the draw here. Now bouncing puck on a dump attempt, rolled on net. Goodwin slides it over to Goslin, who's stretched past to Dorland again, was just a touch behind him. And now a turnover just inside the Hillmond blue line. Shirley with a chance in front. His one-timer was stopped right at the top of the crease. And now we got a loose puck bouncing around. Goslin's shot right on goal, but the blocker save made. And now the puck in behind the Hillmond net is chipped up the boards. And the Hitmen come the other way. It's Bygrove dumping it in and going for a change. No pressure from the Hitmen, giving the Rustlers a chance to clear the zone here. Now Hamilton down the left wing, carries across the blue line, drops it for Soretsky, but he phantomed the shot. He's able to knock it in deep, and he gets it back himself. Now up to the point. It's James. His shot is right in the chest of the goaltender, and he swallows that one up. And we're going to get a face-off here with 7 minutes to go. Soretsky wins the draw here. And a long shot from Connor James was deflected right in front of the net and bounced just wide of the net. The Hitmen come away with it, but they turn it over before they can clear the zone. Rustlers with a chance. Down low, it's Soretsky looking for his hat trick, but he couldn't get the backhander up off the ice. Now Connor James from the top of the circle sends it low to Shirley. Shirley's centering pass is deflected wide. Now Soretsky with another backhand chance. Can't get it to the net. Connor James on the far side steps in low. He's in the corner now, and he feeds Shirley, who sends it around the boards. Finds Soretsky on the other side. Shirley picks it up once again. He's got Hamilton looking for the one-timer, doesn't feed him. Hamilton with a chance now on the rebound. And Shirley knocks that clearing attempt out of midair. Eventually the Hillmond Hitmen able to clear the zone and get a much-needed line change. Rustlers quickly turn it up. It's Watson. He's got Pfister with him. Goes the other way. It's Lishka. He scores! Sends the water bottle flying on that hard one-timer as Kyler Lishka gets his first goal of the season. What a play by the Rustlers to take advantage of that line change for the Hitmen, who were exhausted. They sent 4 men to the bench and had 1 defenseman hanging back. Watson called for the pass and got that stretch pass in a hurry. Carried across the blue line, slammed on the brakes, fed Lishka for the one-timer, and he made no mistake, sending that water bottle flying. And now it's 5-2 for the Rustlers with just under 6 minutes to go in this second period.
Number 91, Wainwright. Number 55, Carson Fletcher. Having that goal at 5:53. Fletcher from Watson and Fletcher at 5:53.
Now we got a puck up and into the netting. We'll get a face-off here. Face-off will come just outside the Rustlers' blue line. It'll be Muse coming in for the draw, but Noble wins it for the Hitmen. They send it in deep, and McEwen's there on the chase. He sends it in low, but he got dumped by Bird. The Rustlers quickly come the other way, but Cody Woodward can't handle that pass off the boards, so the Hitmen have a chance. to find a breakout of their own. Perkins intercepts a pass right at center ice, and Muse couldn't handle that rolling puck. Now McEwen with a hard shot from the high slot. The save is made there by Goodwin, and the Rustlers try to get a hold of this loose puck, but it's bouncing around. The Hitmen almost got themselves a scoring chance out of it. The Rustlers finally come away with it. It's Goslin down the left wing. He's got Cody Woodward on the right. Goslin fires that hard wrist shot. Save made. Rustlers get a hold of the rebound. It's Woodward with it now. He slides it back to Goslin. He fans on the shot. And now Stansfield picks it up, and the Hitmen come the other way. Down the right wing, they cross the blue line, trying to cut to the middle of the ice. But he got stood up by Norman, and the Rustlers able to get hold of this puck. And we're going to get a penalty here. It's going to be a Rustlers penalty, their third of the night. It's going to be Tyler Dorland going 2 minutes for roughing. And for the third time tonight, the Rustlers penalty kill unit comes back out onto the ice. And it's a high-powered foursome of Hamilton, Soretsky, James, and Fletcher as they look to hold on to this 3-goal lead. Hamilton's able to get a hold of it and send it all the way down the ice. As this penalty kill gets off to a good start. Now Soretsky down in the offensive territory, applying a little bit of pressure on the forecheck. And he forces a turnover. He chips it in deep once again and goes for a quick change. As there's now 30 seconds gone from this Dorland penalty. As Noble carries it across the blue line. Sends one off the backboards. Ends up at the point here. And the Hitmen looking for a redirect in front. Can't get it. The Rustlers cleared all the way down the ice. Killing even more time off this Dorland 2-minute roughing minor. It's down to 1 minute now. And now a chance here as Woodward forces a turnover in the neutral zone. He comes in, fires and scores! Cody Woodward with his first of the campaign. And he makes it 6-2 for the Rustlers with a short-handed marker on the breakaway after forcing a turnover just outside the Hillmond blue line. Great solo effort by the veteran Woodward.
Rustlers goal scored shorthanded by number 77, Cody Woodward, unassisted. Time of that goal, 2:56. Woodward, unassisted, shorthanded at 2:56.
Now Stansfield with speed right through the middle of the ice, but he gets his pocket picked. Pfister gets a hold of it, and now Goslin has all the time and space to send that one all the way down the ice. 20 seconds remaining in the penalty kill for the Rustlers. A chance in front, but that pass couldn't connect with Zwiffel. And now Watson trying to outrace Murray to the puck. But Hillmond comes away with it as Sagert down the right wing. He crosses the blue line, fires a shot that goes off the stick of Connor James and up into the netting. And we'll get a face-off here with exactly 2 minutes to go in this second period. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey, and the Rustlers are holding on to a 4-2 lead here on a Saturday night. Hillmond wins the draw. That shot from the point is steered away by the blocker, Goodwin. Now James picks up the rebound. Sends it to Soretsky down the right wing. He's got space, and he finds it back to James and slides it over to Hamilton. And that'll do it for that rush as the Rustlers make it 7-2. Kelvin Hamilton catches in on a great odd man rush, tapping it in on the back post. And the Rustlers are now taking full control of this hockey game on home ice with a 5-goal lead in the late stages of the second period.
Wrestler goal is second of the game, squad number 17, Kelvin Hamilton. Assistant number 25, Turetsky, and number 15, Harvey. Time of that goal, 1:44. Hamilton, Turetsky, and James at 1:44.
Now the Rustlers with the puck at the point. They feed Fletcher on the near side here, back to James. He fires a shot through a crowd, and that one is snagged with the trapper. Held on to for a face-off. This top line of the Rustlers been a driving force tonight, cashing in 4 times. 2 for Hamilton, 2 for Soretsky, and they have looked red hot tonight. And now this second line, but more like a 1B to the 1A offensive unit comes in as they look to extend this lead in the final minute of the second period. They aren't able to enter the zone, though, and now the Hitman working in deep. And the Rustlers are going to take another penalty, it seems. Oh, it's going to be a Hillmond penalty. And the Rustlers are going to get their first power play opportunity of the night. They've scored once shorthanded, 6 times at even strength, and now they got a chance to add a power play goal to that list of tallies tonight. James at the point sends it to Goslin. Back to James, but not able to pull the trigger on the one-timer, so he backs things up. Gets it back to Goslin. Back to James. Gail Perkins is in front of the net, applying the screen, and now Watson with a chance at the side of the net, taking a couple whacks at it. They can't put one home, and now the Hitmen able to clear it down the ice. We got a referee's arm in the air. And it's going to be our Rustler penalty. It's Watson going to the box 2 minutes for cross-checking. And after 30 seconds, the Rustlers' first power play opportunity of the night goes by the wayside. And so we'll have 4-on-4 hockey for the next 11.2 seconds as we round out this second period. Hamilton in on the draw for the Rustlers. Sager wins it for the Hitmen, and a quick shot there from Stansfield. A quicker reaction by Goodwin to make the save, and now Hamilton from the corner chips it forward just to run out the clock on this second period. And after 40 minutes of hockey, it's a 7-2 lead for the Wainwright Rustlers as they look to go 2-0 early on in this hockey season. We're going to take a break here for the second intermission as we listen to the good old hockey game by Stompin' Tom Connors. We'll be back with you in about 20 minutes for the start of the third period as the Rustlers look to put this one away. Don't go far. We'll be back soon. Welcome back, hockey fans, as we're underway here in the third period. 4-on-4 hockey here to start the third, as the Rustlers were 30 seconds into a power play when Wyatt Watson took a 2-minute cross-checking penalty, so we've got 4-on-4 hockey for the next 58 seconds. The Rustlers carrying a 7-2 lead into this third period, as they're dominating on the scoreboard against the Hillmond Hitmen. And Soretsky comes in with a backhander looking for his hat-trick goal. It ends up right in the chest of the goaltender, Chase McEwen, who's getting some action here in the third period, as the starter, Chris Slonwhite, had given up 7 goals, and now McEwen comes in for the final 20 minutes of play. Hitmen win the draw here. Try to get it out of their own end, but can't get it across the blue line. Woodward's able to chip it in deep, forcing the Hitmen to circle back and try again. Hillmond still struggling to clear the zone, taking all kinds of time in their own end. Eventually, they get it out into the neutral zone, and McEwen gets upended by Woodward. As the Rustlers gain possession now, and it's Connor James down the left wing. Carries across the blue line, fires a hard shot. What a good save made there by McEwen, as Hillmond is now on the power play for the next 25 seconds. Wyatt Watson standing in the penalty box and ready to get back on the ice. It's now on the penalty kill, the Rustlers with an offensive zone faceoff. Hillmond captain gets tossed out of the faceoff circle, and the Rustlers win the draw. Murray tries a centering pass looking for a teammate. Ends up scooting all the way across the ice. And now Murray, just inside the blue line, picks it up and chips it in deep. Zweiffel's there to chase it down. Tries a centering pass for Murray, but nothing doing there. And now we're back to 5-on-5 hockey as Watson comes out of the penalty box. Lishka can't get the pass to him as his stick got tied up. And now a chance in front for Hillmond, but they can't bury one on the loose puck in front of the net. Pfister just chips it into the offensive zone and lets Watson chase it down. Eventually, Hillmond able to clear the zone, and they're working down the left wing. Across the blue line and fire a low shot on net. Goodwin scoops that one up and holds on for the faceoff. Soretsky in for the draw now. He wins it. He works it over to Goslin in the corner, but it takes a weird bounce off the boards and ends up on Hamilton's stick instead. Soretsky chips it forward to himself off the boards. He's got some space, comes in and fires a low shot. Second chance there by Shirley, but it goes just wide of the goal. Now Soretsky in the corner, feeds it to Shirley in front. Now over to Hamilton, and he rings one off the bars. He's looking for his hat trick on the night. And now loose puck in the crease. Hamilton takes a poke at it, and it's a goal. Hamilton with his third of the night. Picks up his first hat trick of the season. And it's a bit of a subdued reaction and celebration, not only because the Rustlers are so far ahead, but because that was a bit of a delayed call by the official on the goal. Well, that does make it 8-2. No hats on the ice for that hat trick, and Razor wanted me to throw mine, but I don't know how well a Leafs hat on the ice would be appreciated in oil country.
Rustlers goal, his hat trick goal, number 17, Calvin. That's number 25. Number 71, Mike Shirley. Out of that goal, 17 in the lead. Hamilton from Sletty and Shirley, 17, fully.
Now Stansfield steps around Norman and a good chance in front. Now a loose puck, and Hillmond had a couple whacks at it. Can't get much out of it. And then Simon with a long shot from the point gets deflected up into the netting. It's now 8-2 for the Rustlers as they dominate this one in the final period. They're looking to go 2-0 on the season. Barring a monumental comeback, Hillmond will fall to 1-1. They will be off the ice until next weekend. We'll check the 50-50 tickets here and see if I'm a winner.
It is a green ticket number 252648.
And I'm not a winner, no surprise. It'll come eventually. But now back to hockey action. Stansfield carries across the blue line and fires a hard shot. I think if you take, 648, yeah, that's it. The dudes that are selling tickets over there, if you take it over to them. In the lobby? Yeah. And now face off to Goodwin's glove hand side. A muddled draw there, but Connor James comes away with it. He gets muscled off the puck a little bit, almost got to it and had himself a step on the defender, but Hillmond's able to chip it into the Rustlers' zone. After Wainwright cleared the puck all the way down the ice, no icing call. And Muse has it pinned against the wall in the corner here. But Hillmond comes away with it, and the Hitmen turn it up ice. They come down the left wing. Sharp angle shot on goal, but Goodwin steers that one away. James picks up the rebound and clears it out to center ice.
Russell would like to take this opportunity to thank all sponsors, Vision Creative, Furnace Family, for 31, Northern Truck and Trailer, Legal Project, Red Wing Sanitation.
Good play by Pfister to chip it up the wall. He finds Watson, who comes in and fires, but it goes off the skate of a Hillmond defender. Now a battle for it in front of the Hitmen bench. Rustlers come away with it. And it's Watson just inside the blue line. He fires a shot high and over the net. And Hillmond's pass into the neutral zone doesn't connect. So Berg has to chase it down in his own end, and he leaves it there for Cole Layton. Layton can't get there in time, though, and the Hitmen work it in deep once again. Rustlers now trying to clear it out of the zone. Got a bunch of bodies against the wall there, and the Rustlers finally able to chip it forward. Lishka did a great job chipping the puck forward and absorbing the hit by Stansfield and actually putting Stansfield on his backside. Lishka playing some big boy physical hockey here in the late stages of this blowout game. Now Hamilton flips it way up in the air. It lands right around the Hillmond blue line. The Hitman can't connect on the breakout pass, and Goslin quickly works it up ice to Soretsky, who just deflects it deep into Hitman territory. Hamilton able to keep it inside the blue line there with a good hustle. And now Soretsky in the far corner. He'll try to reverse course, trying to find Shirley, but it got deflected. And now Hamilton's going to have to apply some pressure here in the corner to keep the puck in the zone. Now it's Norman from the point over to Goslin. His pass to Shirley as Shirley tries to send a backhand pass right across the top of the slot. Doesn't connect. Comes loose to Norman at the point. And then the Hitmen tried to clear the zone by flipping it up in the air, but it ends up in their penalty box. So we get a face-off here down to McEwen's blocker side. Rustlers win the draw here. It's Leggett on the puck. Fed it to James at the point, but he got his pocket picked. He gets it back at center ice, though. Carries across the blue line. Fires a hard shot, and McEwen just got enough of that with his glove to put it over the net. James picks up the loose puck at center ice once again. Gets it to Dorland, who just flips it deep in behind the Hillmond net. A Goodwin comes out to play the puck, sends it around the boards, but it ends up going right to Hillmond captain Murray. He tries a centering pass, but James does a great job of picking that up. And coming the other way for the Rustlers. Now Muse tries to go cross ice to Leggett. Nothing doing there. Leggett got a stick right up in the face, but no call. And now Leggett with a chance in front on the one-timer, fanned on it a bit and ended up going face first into that left post. He's a little slow to get up, but it looks like he'll be no worse for the wear. He's staying down, so we'll see if they bring the trainers out here to check on him. Well, he's up. They'll head back to the bench and get checked out there. Now the Rustlers win the draw, and Layton tries to send a long shot from center ice on net, but it got blocked. He's able to pick it back up himself and work it in deep. Now in front, Muse with a chance after that puck took a weird bounce off the glass. A good save made by McEwen, and the Hitmen come the other way. They barely avoid an offside call here, and now a couple whacks at it in front, but Goodwin stands his ground and makes a few really great saves at the top of the crease. The Rustlers able to clear it out to center ice. 11 and a half minutes to go in this third period as the Rustlers continue dominating on the scoreboard. It's 8-2 here as we approach the halfway mark of the final period. Lishka plays it in deep now for Pfister. Over to Watson in the corner. He steps around a couple defenders, feeds it over to Lishka, but he couldn't get the one-timer off. He puts a low shot on goal that's kicked wide. Wyatt from the corner. Can't get a pass off, so he got tied up by a defender, and Hillmond is able to chip it out into the neutral zone where Norman picked it up and sent it back in deep. Now the Hitmen able to clear the zone. Stansfield with speed down the left wing. His drop pass was picked off, and now Watson comes the other way. The Rustlers have numbers. It's Watson, Pfister, and Lishka. Watson cuts to the outside with the puck down the right wing. Now towards the middle of the ice. Tried to tuck it around the sprawling goaltender, but McEwen is able to get a hold of that puck. And we got a face-off coming up. Zaretsky wins the draw, picks it up himself. Goes around the back of the net and centering pass to Hamilton. So he had a chance there for his fourth of the night, but couldn't get enough on the shot. Now Shirley able to clear the zone. He can't get it very deep. He gets it back, though, and now does get it deep as Hamilton checks up onside. Hamilton with plenty of pressure forces a turnover right in front of the Hillmond net. The Rustlers can't get a shot off. Hamilton just a menace on the forecheck. Forces another turnover, and now Connor James has it. He cuts to the front of the net, goes to the backhand, and scores! What a goal by Connor James as he takes the feed from Kelvin Hamilton and tucks one backhand around the back pad of McEwen to make this a 9-2 lead. 9.5 minutes to go in this game. Wainwright just in complete control of this game in every way, leading 9-2, leading 44-28 on the shot clock. And now they have it in the offensive zone once again. It's Leggett in the corner. He slides it in front, and a good chance there. But Levi Woodward couldn't bury it. Now battle in front of the Zamboni doors. Things getting a little rough in there, but the puck comes loose now. And we're going to get a penalty here as Dorland and Bush are going at it. Taking a couple shots at each other, and now we got a real fight. Tyler Dorland and Jason Bush going at it. Both of them landed shots. Heavy rights from both players. Dorland's helmet comes off, and finally they go to the ice. It'll be tough to score that one as both players are landing big, heavy right-handers. And a great scrap between those two in this blowout hockey game. Great camera work by Razor there to give you an up-close and personal look at that tilt. And now the officials will get the score sheet sorted out here with all the penalties that come out of that incident. We'll see what the PA announcer has to say about these penalty calls. On the board, we've got 4 minutes in penalties for Dorland on top of the 5-minute major for fighting. So the Hitmen with an extended power play opportunity here. They haven't cashed in on the extra man advantage yet. Okay. Yeah. So the Rustlers penalty kill goes to work once again. With 9 minutes on the nose remaining in this third period. And right off the hop, Woodward makes a great play to knock the puck loose into the neutral zone.
Number 18, Tyler Dorland. 2 minutes for roughing. 2 minutes for instigating. 5 minutes, and the game is contact.
So the officials gave Dorland 2 minutes for roughing, which was the original penalty call, and then another 2 minutes for instigating, leading to the 4-minute power play for the Hitmen. And now Sagert carries it across the blue line, tries to cut to the middle of the ice, but Berg did a good job tying up the stick and not allowing any chances there. Hillmond dumps it in, but Layton's there to pick it up and swing it around the boards. 1 minute into this double minor power play, and no shots on net so far for Hillmond. Now they take an icing call. Oh, no icing call. I take that back. Rustlers able to clear it all the way down the ice, killing even more time off this long power play opportunity. Rustlers with a chance to clear, but Swiffle knocks it down right at the blue line. Eventually, the Rustlers get a hold of it. It's Soretsky to Pfister. Pfister chips it forward to Soretsky. He's got a chance for the Hattie, but he can't score as he goes to the backhand on the breakaway. Can't pop it up and over the pad of McEwen as he was looking for his third of the night. Now Soretsky slows things down in Rustlers territory as the first minor penalty is expired. Now the Hitmen up the middle of the ice. They'll cross the blue line. Swing it around behind the net. Fletcher's there to pick it up. Chips it forward to James, and James sends a nice clearing attempt all the way down the ice, and we're down to 1:25 left in this double minor. Hamilton picks up the loose puck in front. Sends a cross-ice pass to Mike Shirley, and that'll come out of the zone, but that's okay as the Rustlers are more than happy to just back it up and kill more time off the clock. With a long lead and playing on the penalty kill. Down to 1 minute remaining on the penalty kill for the Rustlers. As Hillmond comes up the middle of the ice again, they cross the blue line and lose control of it there as Goslin made a good defensive play. And now from behind their own net, Hillmond carries it down the right wing. Across the blue line. It's Drew Hardy bringing it in. That shot goes wide of the net. Now Hillmond from in deep. A centering pass kind of flipped up on end on Petrie as he tried to send that pass out in front. Now Zwiffel carries it across the blue line. Chips it into the corner, but Goslin's there. Sends it around. Politeski keeps it in the zone, but his pass back to the point squirts out into the neutral zone, and now a 4-minute power play opportunity for Hillmond has gone by the wayside. Rustlers, another great job on the penalty kill tonight. But they're not able to clear the zone. Hillmond works it in deep once again. Pfister's there to try and pick it up, but the official kind of got in the way, and Pfister couldn't get to the puck in time. Hillmond able to keep it in deep. But Berg picks it up. He's going to carry it himself across center ice into the offensive zone, and a quick shot with the blocker save made. That centering pass was chipped away, but a chance in front now as Pfister took the pass from Lishka, but couldn't get a hold of that bouncing puck. And now the Rustlers pick it up in the neutral zone.
Friday, November 10th, as they face off against the Middle League. Game time, 8 o'clock.
So the Hillmond Hitmen will drop to 1-1 when the final buzzer eventually goes in this one. As they started their season with a win last night in Kit Scotty, a loss here tonight in Wainwright. They'll get back to game action tomorrow. Or no, sorry, that's the Wainwright schedule. I apologize. They'll get back to game action next Saturday for their home opener as they host the Dewberry Mustangs on Remembrance Day. The Rustlers, quick turnaround for them as they get a 2-game weekend. Not many of those in the schedule this year, but they get one here early in the season as they will head to Lashburn tomorrow for a 4:30 p.m. matinee on Hockey Day in Lashburn. So that'll be a good experience for the boys heading out there, taking part in a special hockey day early in the season over across the border. And then the Rustlers' next home game, where we'll be bringing you the action here live on YouTube, will be next Friday when they host the Meadow Lake Broncos. On Friday, November 10th, it'll be Military Appreciation Night as the Rustlers honor the Canadian Armed Forces, and especially those on the military base right here next to town. Two minutes left in this one as the Hitmen put a long shot on goal, swallowed up easily by Nolan Goodwin, who's stopped 28 of the 30 shots that he's seen tonight. The Rustlers scored 9 times on 47 shots so far in this one. Now the Rustlers will take another penalty. Wainwright spending a whole lot of time in the penalty box tonight. Somehow they haven't given up a power play goal yet. And the only power play opportunity the Rustlers have had was 30 seconds of a man advantage in the second period, which was cut short as they took a penalty. I believe that was the Wyatt Watson cross-checking penalty.
Now, that's for penalty to number 21, and for 2 minutes for cross-checking. Penalty 151.
So if I had to, I don't have it written down, but if I had to guess, the power play time between these two teams is 30 seconds on one side and something like 20, 22 minutes on the other side. Or no, maybe not that much. 16 minutes on the other side. But the Rustlers still with the 9-2 lead as they've just taken complete control of this game from start to finish. Good chance there by Saubert as he stepped to the middle of the ice, but an even better save made by Goodwin as we approach the final minute of this third period. Pfister will just chip that puck in deep as the clock ticks down in this blowout victory for the Rustlers. A fantastic night for that top offensive unit. Kelvin Hamilton, Brent Suretsky, Mike Shirley. Hamilton with the hat trick, Suretsky with a pair of goals himself. Shirley with a number of assists on all those markers, as those three looked excellent all night long. Nolan Goodwin, aside from allowing a pair of goals in about 30 seconds apart in the second period, he looked unbeatable all night long. And a great team win for the Wainwright Rustlers as they move to 2-0 on the season in a 9-2 victory over the visiting Hillmond Hitmen. And that'll do it for us tonight. An exciting night of hockey on a Saturday in Wainwright, Alberta. We thank you for joining us. We appreciate you coming along for the ride and supporting our broadcast here tonight. That'll do it for us. We'll be back again next Friday night for the Meadow Lake Broncos versus the Wainwright Rustlers on Military Appreciation Night here in town. Until then, stay safe, stay warm, and we'll see you next weekend.